Good morning. Today we are going to talk about section 10.2 and we are going to learn how to find arc measures within a circle. So if we think about the arcs, we have what we call a central arc, which is an arc where the vertice is the actual center of the circle and the arc is the portion of the circle that has that central angle. So your minor arc is going to be an arc whose points are on or on the interior of the central angle, and it is considered this red area here. And the measure of the arc AC is actually going to be the exact same thing as the measure of angle ABC, which in this case is X. Now your major arc is going to be the arc, the bigger part of that. So your minor arc is part of the circle, your major arc is the other part of the circle. So notice on your major arc, it is the exterior part of that central angle, which is this part right here. And to find that, you will do 360 minus the measure of that ABC. So 360 minus X in this case would give us our major arc. Notice the difference between how we write our minor arc versus how we write our major arc. Our minor arc is just using the points A to C. When we write our major arc, we have to use a third point to show that it is the larger piece. So notice we have D there. We're going from A to D to C, and you have to go in that exact order when you're finding the arc. The other type of arc we have is a semicircle, and a semicircle, we all already know, is half of a circle. And half of a circle, if a circle is 360 degrees, then half of that is going to be 180. So in this case, we have EFG as our semicircle. And just another reminder, minor arcs are naming 2 points, where major arcs and semicircles, you must have 3 points in order to name that arc. So on this example here, we have the measure of AB is 50, and then ADB, so since there's 3, we know that it's a major arc, and you take that 360 minus 150, or minus 50, excuse me, and you get 310. So let's look at an example here. So we have circle P, and RT is the diameter, and it's asking us to find the arc RS. So just follow that order. We have from R to S. Well, that is going to be a minor, and that is 180 degrees, or excuse me, 110 degrees. So our RS is 110 degrees. Now notice the next one, we have 3 letters, and because we have 3 letters, we are going to have a major and go in that order. So I'm going to start at R, then go to T, then go to S. So we're going R to T to S. And so to find that, you are going to take your 360 and subtract that 110. So 360 minus 110 gives us 250 degrees. So that arc is 250 degrees. Now the next part, let's erase the highlighting that I've done so far. The next part is saying RST. So remember, go in the right order. R to S to T. Well, that has the 2 endpoints are your diameter. And so because of that, that is going to be a semicircle. So this one is going to be 180 degrees. So for part A, we said that that was a minor. Part B was a major. And part C was a semicircle. Okay, let's look at another one. So here it says the circle graph shows the types of cuisine available in the city, and it's asking us to find the measure of TRQ. So because it's asking us for TRQ, that is 3 points, which means that must be a major here, and we're going from T to R to Q, if we follow that. And if we look at that, TRQ is 12% plus 14% plus 18%, which gives us 44%. So that's 44% of a full circle. A full circle, if you recall, is 360. So we're going to take 44%, which is 0.44 times 360, and we're going to get 158.4 degrees. So that arc has 158.4 degrees. Now our next concept we want to talk about is arc addition postulate. So if you remember, we have angle addition postulate and we have segment addition postulate. And really all that's saying is that the whole entire arc, in this case the measure of ABC, is going to be the same as adding the measure of AB plus the measure of BC. So little plus little equals big, if you recall. Now, our first one, let's find the measure. It didn't show up here, so let's just go to this one and we'll do this problem. Okay, so we want to determine if it's a major, a minor, or a semicircle, and then find the actual measure. So T to Q. Let's highlight that. We're going T to Q. So that is going to be a minor, and that is 120 degrees. The next one, we have QRT. So going in that order, Q to R to T, that is going to be a major arc. And if you look at that, this SR is not found, but we know the other three. So if we take 360 and we subtract 80 and 60 and 120, if we subtract all of that, that's going to give us 100 degrees. So that SR is going to be 100 degrees. And so to find QRT, we are going to do 60 plus 100 plus 80. And we are going to get 240 degrees. For number 3, let's erase this part. I'm going to write the 100 in here. So TQR. So I'm going from T to Q to R. And so with our arc addition postulate, this one is going to be a semicircle. Whoops. Because we're doing 120 plus 60, which gives us 180. And because it's 180 degrees, that's half of a circle, which means that that is a semicircle. Our next one is asking us, whoops, for QS. So Q to S is going to be 110 plus 60, which is 170 degrees. And that's going to be a minor. Okay, TS will also be a minor. And if we look, T to S, there is no addition there, it's just going to be an 80 degree arc. And then the last one we have is RST. And RST, when we add 80 plus 100, we get 180. So that's 180 degrees, and it's a semicircle. And that is how you determine your